Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, 18-wheeler with raised trailer overturns on Route 16 in Wakefield. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
We do have a traffic alert to pass along to you right now. Southbound lanes on Route 16 in Wakefield are closed near Governor's Road due to this overturned tractor trailer. Again, this is on Route 16 in Wakefield. No word on how long the area will be closed for.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. After his death, Marines' loved ones hold event to help homeless veterans. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
So, this is the emergency blanket.
Emergency blankets, gloves, razors, and other essentials packed into bags from the family of a Marine who they say would have loved this event.
In an effort to do something good with our grief, Kelly and she actually suggested we take some veterans to lunch, and it sort of turned into this incredibly huge event in Michael's honor.
Michael came back from a tour in Afghanistan suffering from PTSD and an opioid addiction. Like many others, he slipped into homelessness.
It's sort of the forgotten population that deserves so much respect, and this was the best way we could honor Michael.
Michael passed away in October, but family members were determined that his name would stand for something that would help others.
We're carrying on what he would have done if he had been here.
His mother, Kelly, and other family members packed these bags on what would have been Michael's 32nd birthday last week, also providing lunch for homeless veterans and a barber and other resources.
We just want to treat these vets today as they deserve to be treated. I mean, how many times do people walk by homeless people and won't even look at them?
And since Michael can't be here, a little token of him was passed out to all. Red Sox hats, which Michael always wore, donated by Keller Williams, the number to the Veterans Crisis Unit stitched inside.
Michael would definitely be here hugging them all.
I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Gusty winds trigger of that Everlated brush fire risk in parts of New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Even a captain here with the Bedford Fire Department says today's warning raised a few eyebrows, but it's all about the conditions coupled with the rapid snowmelt of the past week. Now, whipping wind is one of the factors that goes into issuing the alert for the brush fires. Now, and the winds are gusting today, which has led the state to classify today's brush fire danger as a Category 2 or moderate for central and southern areas. Now, if you are burning, you'll need a permit unless you have snow cover 100 feet in all directions around the burn area. There are two major factors that go into determining the classification for fire danger. In addition to the wind, there is relative humidity.
I did look it up today. Relative humidity is only 20%, and as you see, the gusts are picking up to about 25 miles an hour. So a little early for us to be really concerned about one starting, but if one does start, it's going to spread rapidly.
Now, the regulations do change depending on what city or town you live in, so it's important to check with your fire warden before burning. The fire captain says today's early warning means that most likely we're in for a long brush fire season this spring. Reporting live in Bedford, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Remembering the April Fool's Day blizzard 22 years later. Unforgettable storm struck region in 1997. Let's take a look at this video from WMUR. Okay, and that's some video of images that were taken during that time. If you were in New England 22 years ago, you'll remember that snow that fell that day was no joke. An unforgettable blizzard struck the region, bringing 20 to 30 inches of snow to a wide swath of Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. The storm struck New England on March 31st and persisted through the 1st of April. In the video above, you can check out some of the snow scenes across the state 22 years ago. And look at the weather today. Windy, bright, sunny, blue skies. Missing Salisbury woman found, New Hampshire State Police say. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR.
For 10 years, New England homeowners have trusted Century Roofing. We get the job done right at a fair price. Call today to arrange a free estimate and to reserve a spot for your 2019 roof replacement. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
We are following some breaking news this morning. State police are searching for an elderly woman who may have dementia. Take a look at your screen right here. This is 82-year-old Cora Ballou. She was last seen around 10:30 yesterday morning, leaving her home in Salisbury, New Hampshire. Ballou is 5'1", about 145 pounds, and was last seen in a red and blue sweatshirt. She is believed to be driving a gray 2015 Chevy Cruze with a cracked passenger tail light and stuffed animals in the rear window. She was last seen with her dog Cooper, a white and brown Chihuahua. If you've seen her or know where she might be, please call State Police at the number there on your screen.
Okay, and the update version now. A Salisbury woman was found Monday morning after New Hampshire State Police issued a civil alert, police said. Cora Ballou, 82, was found Monday morning and the alert was canceled. She had last seen about 10:30 a.m. Sunday leaving her home in Salisbury. Ballou was found alive in Auburn, New Hampshire, police said. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Monday evening. And here's a look at your U.S. stock market for this Monday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the green and went up. U.S. 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow rallies more than 300 points to start off new quarter on strong U.S. and China data. Stocks jumped on Monday as strong manufacturing data out of the U.S. and China eased worries of a possible global economy slowdown. Slain college student who got in wrong car died from multiple sharp force injuries. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
A young student caught on surveillance video mistakenly getting into a stranger's car, apparently thinking it was her Uber driver. Now, the driver, who police say committed the crime, is behind bars. Victor Oquendo is in Columbia, South Carolina with that story for us. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Robin. The student body here at the University of South Carolina is in mourning. More than 1,000 people came out for a vigil for Samantha Josephson, including her family and her sorority sisters, who said that her energy could light up a room, that she couldn't wait to start law school in the fall. All of it stripped away when police say she got into the wrong car.
It's so comforting to see how many people showed up.
Overnight, an overwhelming show of support on campus for slain University of South Carolina student Samantha Josephson.
The support of the university has been tremendous to us, to our friends, to our family.
Josephson, last seen on surveillance getting into the back seat of a black Chevy Impala around 2 a.m. Friday. She'd been out with friends near school. She called an Uber, but police say she got into the wrong car.
We believe that she simply mistakenly got into this particular car thinking it was an Uber ride.
About 14 hours later, Josephson's body was found by turkey hunters in a remote wooded area about 90 minutes from campus. Police using that surveillance to track down that car, arresting 25-year-old Nathaniel Rowland Saturday, charging him with murder and kidnapping. According to the police report, Josephson suffered multiple wounds to her body, including her head, neck, face, upper body, leg, and foot. Police also finding liquid bleach, cleaning wipes, window cleaner, and Josephson's cell phone in the suspect's car. And the child locks were activated so the back doors couldn't be opened from inside. Josephson's father warning students to be safe when using ride-sharing services alone late at night.
Samantha was by herself. What we have learned is that you cannot, men or women, you guys have to travel together.
Police haven't said if the killing was targeted, but are asking the public to report any encounters with fake rideshare drivers.
We also would ask anybody that has been in 5 Points, in recent times that has had anybody and try to entice them over to a car, like in a rideshare capacity, they may not have thought much of at the time, could be very critical to what we're trying to further develop here, and we would ask them to give us a call.
We all consider ourselves very fortunate to have known and loved Sammy, and to have had her in each of our lives. Our lives will forever be better for having known her. We love you, Sammy.
A few reminders here from Uber. They want you to double check and make sure that your car and driver match the details in the app. Remember, your ride is always being tracked by GPS, and you can share the details of your ride with friends and family. Guys?
All right, Victor, thank you very much. And you had a good suggestion, Michael.
Yeah, when you get in the car, don't say, "Are you here for?" and give your name. You ask them who they're there for.
Yeah, don't get in until they say it. Right,
don't get in until they say it.
Absolutely.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.